My beloved St. Jude the Deans, how are you this night? Hi everyone, Father Charlie here. Dear members and friends of St. Jude the Apostle Parish, welcome to our 16th annual St. Jude Gala. Thank you ever so much for tuning in and continuing to make our gala possible during these extraordinary times. You are most gracious, generous, and kind. My heartfelt thanks to our gala ambassadors, Daphne and Will Duffy, Jennifer and Mike Egelhoff, and Kathleen and Vinnie Maloney, for their time and dedication in promoting this night. My deepest gratitude as well to the many donors and sponsors of tonight's auction and to the Gala Committee, and certainly our appreciation to our delightful event coordinators, Terry Aliotto and Lisa Blair, for their creativity to keep tonight rewarding and fun. I want to take this opportunity to thank everyone in the parish who has worked so hard and contributed so generously to sustain our parish and school in this difficult and challenging time. Truly, we are holding together in the love of Jesus Christ, caring and praying for one another, adapting and sacrificing, and remaining strong in our faith. May this, our Sweet 16 Gala, bring joy to our hearts and enliven our sense of community, this treasure and blessing we share of being St. Jude the Apostle faith community, a legacy and tradition bequeathed to us by our ancestors since our parish's inception in 1928. How wonderful and fortuitous that they chose as our patron St. Jude the Apostle. This coming Wednesday, October 28th, is our patronal feast. Let us say a prayer to St. Jude. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. St. Jude Thaddeus, you were chosen by Christ to be his apostle and to learn directly from him the message of his redeeming love. Join us now in prayer before the Father. Make use of that particular privilege given to you to bring hope, comfort, and help where they are needed most. We ask for your intercession with God during this critical pandemic. Come to our assistance in this time of great need, that we may receive consolation and strength from heaven and protection for all our families and friends. We make our prayer through Christ our Lord. Amen. May Almighty God bless you, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Have a great night, everyone, and thank you for your magnanimous support and generosity.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the 16th annual first virtual St. Jude Gala, what we're calling our Sweet 16. We're really glad that you could be part of this evening together, part of family, part of gathering where you can with each other, and we'd like to welcome you to our home. I'm Jennifer Egelhoff, and I am here with my husband, Mike, and my sister, Kathleen Maloney, and her husband, Vinnie, and my brother, Will Duffy, and his wife, Daphne. And all of us are thrilled to be part of the St. Jude family. It all started with our sister, Laura Resch, our older sister, who recruited us, Laura and Gary, to join the St. Jude family. And we've been a part of it ever since. So we're thrilled to be part of the gala and hope that you will enjoy the evening and bid early and bid often.
Thank you for attending this year's gala. Crowe Law Firm is proud to support this event and others. For us, it's personal. Our family has a sophomore who's a graduate, a 7th grader, and a 3rd grader. We're so thankful for Father Charlie, Mrs. Ledeen, all the staff, the teachers, everyone who's able to make our children thrive even in a time like this. Thank you so much. Please join us in supporting St. Jude tonight. Raise your paddles, donate whatever you can so we can make sure that St. Jude survives and thrives through this uncertainty.
Hi everybody, thank you for your support this year at St. Jude Gala. Our family is full of Bobcats, as my husband is an alumni, my daughter who graduated and is a sophomore, and then the 3 boys who are in 8th grade, 6th grade, and 4th grade. Go Bobcats!
Welcome, everyone. I'm so happy to, well, actually, I'm not that happy. I'm happy to be here on camera and to be here with you in spirit and on video, but I'd much rather be with you in person. So we're just going to have to deal with that. But again, my name is Dan Pronley. I'm going to be the auctioneer, the MC, and I'm going to be doing the talking head thing tonight. But before we tell you everything that's going on, I'm very excited that we have some sort of studio audience here. I'd like to recognize our studio audience. On the one side over here, we have, of course, Father Charlie, Mrs. Ledeen, Mary Rose Armstrong, Natalie and David Mortensen, Joy and Eric Meyer. And before you leave that, I'm also been told it's Father Charlie's birthday tomorrow. So make sure that you get that. And on the other side of the studio here is our ambassadors. Of course, the 6 ambassadors, they introduced themselves a few minutes ago, and we're going to hear more from them later. So again, thank you, studio audience, for being with me here. It makes me feel so much better rather than all by myself. And thank you for the canned applause that we just had going on there. That would be the Gala gals, right? The Gala girls, all right. So this is what's going to happen tonight. We have several videos. The silent auction was open on Wednesday. That will close exactly at 8:30 tonight. So if you're not already bidding, in between the videos, in between watching me, get in there and bid on those silent auction items. As of a few minutes ago, still only 1 item with no bid. 1 item with no bid. I've also been told that the Ledeen dinner, they've added another one because the first one sold already. So she has volunteered graciously to offer a second dinner. So that is also available now in the silent auction. So again, that will close at 8:30. Right after that, we're going to pick the winner of the Steal the Live auction. We'll announce who that winner is. We'll go through the live auction, and then we're going to go through the appeal. Now, the live auction, those items have not been made available yet. Those will be made available right after we close the silent auction. So with that, we have some very nice introduction videos to get us started. Go ahead.
Hello everyone, John Kuhn here, and I'm just dropping in to the St. Jude Sweet 16 virtual gala this year. And this is the gala for the St. Jude Church and Grade School in Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. And tonight is the biggest fundraiser, the most important fundraiser for the year for St. Jude. And with that, it will be virtual. This is a different time. Normally, we would have dinner, we would have an auction, and we would have dancing. But it is a strange year. It is a different year for all of us. So this year we will be doing it all virtual. There's even pre-ordered food and drink buckets so that friends and family can enjoy themselves at home while participating in this incredible gala, this incredible fundraiser for St. Jude. Now, we've talked about 2020, unprecedented times, but the best way to come through this, the easiest way to come through this is if we all come through and do this together. So I ask you to not just participate tonight, but to please bid and bid heavy. Bid, bid, and bid again. And with that, I will bid you adieu and wish you luck on trying to win your prizes tonight. I hope you guys have a terrific time. I know it's going to be an incredible event. So with that, have fun, take care, stay safe, and as always, go Pack Go.
What's going on, Brewer fans? It's Jeff Jenkins, and I am happy to be reaching out and lucky enough to be visiting you through the St. Jude Virtual Gala, where you have a chance to bid on 2 special baseballs today. The unbelievable Ryan Braun and the amazing Christian Yelich, 2 of the best players in franchise history. It was an honor to play for this team, and you now have a chance to get one of these amazing baseballs signed, and you can donate to the Catholic Church. So this is an amazing fundraiser. All this money is going to go to a great cause. So let's get those bids in, and then let's bid again, and then let's bid again. Let's raise as much money as possible. You guys are amazing. Mr. Brewers, let's get those bids in on these baseballs. Ryan Braun and Christian Yelich, bring that money. Let's go.
All right. Thank you for that. Those are great introductions, weren't they? And again, those two baseballs he was talking about are on the silent auction. I think one is at $170, and the other one is at the Ryan Braun is only at $90. So you're going to get some great deals there. Get in there and bid. Now, the one thing I do want to tell you is with the Greater Giving website, just like eBay, you can put a max bid in. So if you want to put in a bid and walk away to go talk to somebody in the other room for a moment, don't worry. Greater Giving will continue to keep track of that bid for you. Now, the one item, before we get to our sponsors, that does not have a bid on it yet is item number 517. This is called Broadway Bound. This is Best Actress nominee Caitlin is going to offer 2 private Zoom sessions, 30-minute coaching sessions. They could be a monologue. They could be any number of things. So if you have an aspiring actress or actor that would like to talk with somebody who's been in the business and currently in the business, this would be something that's amazing. Now, again, this item has no bid on it whatsoever, so get in. That's item number 517. All right, let's get to some of our sponsors here. So if you want to bring up, there we go. Special thanks to our major underwriters and donors. We'd like to thank Aaron and John Groth, Kim and Owen Sullivan, Alioto Wealth Management Group of Raymond James, Jean and Jacob Stolowski, thank you. Sue and Mike Thielen, Mary and Bob Volker. We also want to make sure that our corporate sponsors, Growth Law Firm, Stefaniak Realty Group, Mike and Grelly Plumbing, Roman Electric, Kelman Restoration, Bassett Mechanical, Women and Men of St. Jude Organizations. We have, still at that Bobcat level. Coming up in a slide in just a moment, we want to make sure that we recognize our ambassadors. We mentioned this before, Daphne and Will Duffy, Jennifer and Michael Egelhoff, Kathleen and Vinnie Maloney. Again, thank you to our ambassadors and all of our volunteers that have helped make this event possible. You see them there up on your screen, ad sales, registration. Thank you for that. But we'd also like to make sure, and we have a whole thing of cheerleaders. I'd like to see, I'm glad that Father Charlie is a cheerleader. That's excellent. Lastly, the last slide here, we know many of you are enjoying dinner and drinks with your family. Thank you for supporting our local St. Jude businesses. Special thanks to Chris Leffler and Leff's Lucky Town, Chip Bunzel and Bunzel's Meat Market, Oscar and Oscar's Pub and Grill, and of course, Michael Fecker and El Mito. All right, so before we go on to our next video, I want to make sure, do we still have no bid on that one item yet, the Broadway? Well, we're checking on that. It has a bid now. Yeah. Excellent. Does the Lundeen dinner have a bid on it yet? Not yet. Not yet. All right. Again, we added, Mrs. Lundeen added a second dinner because the first one sold out already. So she has graciously volunteered to do a second dinner. Do we have an item number on that? They're finding that as I'm speaking. 620. So again, if you're interested again in the Lundeen dinner, item number 620, you can go back in. Another one has been offered. All right, so with that, let me make sure that I don't have anything else here. And again, I have to say thank you for allowing me to come back. Sweet 16, that's a marvelous one. Who came up with that one? We should be showing 80s montage of videos for that. And for those from St. Jude, if you want to play the drinking game that you normally play with me, feel free to go ahead and do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Every time I went, shh, you would go ahead and drink. There, you've got an opportunity right now. Feel free. Margarita, whatever it is. If you want it, we can do it 2 in a row. Ready? Shh. Okay. Now, by my watch, we still have about 12 minutes left on the silent auction. And we're going to cut to a video right now. actually 2 videos. And when we come back, I actually have something very, very exciting to share with you that some of you know nothing about. It's going to be a surprise, so stick around. Be right back.
Mrs. Blair, did you have to buy a dress for this evening's gala?
Oh, you're right, I am wearing last year's dress.
Thank you. Mrs. Blair, what about jewels to go with that dress?
I am wearing last year's crystals from last year's gala.
Mrs. Blair, babysitter?
No.
Mrs. Blair, did you have to get your hair done?
Clearly I did not do that today. There you go.
What about an Uber to get to and from?
That's true. I will be in the comfort of my own living room.
Hotel room for the night? Thank you, Mrs. Blair.
Oh, Mrs. Alioto, can we please keep this between us?
Oh, of course, Mrs. Blair. My lips are sealed. Nobody ever has to know about your thrifty side.
Good evening and welcome to our St. Jude Gala. My name is Catherine Ledeen and I am beginning my 19th year as principal of St. Jude School. So proud to be here tonight and every day with your children. As you will see in the upcoming video, we can never say thank you enough to our entire community, our school parents, our parish members, and so many wonderful guests tonight. So let's hear from our students as they give you a warm thank you for all the good things that are happening here at St. Jude. Your children are happy and are adjusting and doing as best they can, and so are our faculty members, and you, the parents, thank you for all you've given us. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you for all your support from the Religious Ed program.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very much. Thank you.
That was amazing. I do have to say, though, my 2 favorites was, of course, the Gala girls. That was awesome. We're talking Academy Award nominations, somewhere in there. They're all dressed up, ready for the show for that one. Where did you get the jewelry, by the way? Amazon. All right, jewelry from Amazon, in case anybody was wondering, because that is trending now. So the second comment is, what is it with the 8th grade? Do they not wish to have great excitement when they say thank you? Maybe it's just the age, I suppose. That's all right. All right. A reminder before I get to the very special surprise, a reminder that tomorrow is Father Charlie's birthday. So if you didn't already say happy birthday and you're going to Mass tomorrow, make sure you tell him that tomorrow. All right, here is the special surprise. So in a moment, there it is, just like that. You're amazing, by the way, Brady. All right, on the screen, you see we have something that we've just added. Is this live? It is now live in the bidding. Is there a number for it? While she's looking. All right. These are 2 glasses, St. Jude engraved. If you picked up some of the... there's 4... Thank you. There's 4 glasses. There's 2 cookies, though. Thank you. 2 cookies with the picture there on it. Those are Oreo type cookies, right? Oh. Oh, they're both white chocolate and dark chocolate. Light and dark Oreo type cookies. 4 glasses. So if you got 2 already earlier with the drink buckets you may have got, you could now have a set of 6 if you buy this. And the most special part about the whole thing is there's a cookbook. It's the St. Jude cookbook. This comes all together, this entire package. Now, I tell you this with great excitement, there is only 30 of them available online right now. They're $100 a piece. If you want these, you have to get in there and start bidding now. Now, you're going to have to multitask. If somebody's bidding on the silent auction, grab another cell phone and start bidding on these. I mean, they'll be open until they're gone. But only 30 available, $100 a piece. Again, 4 glasses, 2 cookies, white and dark chocolate with, of course, you might not want to eat them, though, because the pretty picture of St. Jude is on the cookie. That's up to you. But again, one of the best parts about the whole deal is you get the St. Jude cookbook with it. So again, only 30 of those. We'll have an update shortly. We have, let's see, how many minutes? We have about 5 minutes left until the silent auction closes. So we're going to play 2 more videos of our children saying thank you. We're going to see which classes are louder in this one, all right? You're going to take a vote while we're doing that. While we're watching those videos, I encourage you to be multitasking. Working on the bids at the same time. Everything in the silent auction closes at 8:30. The last call for those glasses will be open until they're gone. But right now, again, there's only 30 of those left. Go ahead, run those other 2 videos.
Up there. No, but it looks really good. Wow. Really good.
All right, my vote is that I think every one of those was equally loud in volume. So thank you, St. Jude kids at the school, for all of your wonderful enthusiasm. And obviously they're thanking you for online right now. How many people do we have online right now? Well, you can look on your screen. All right, while she's doing that, 111 people. We couldn't fit that many people in the gym, could we? Not really. All right. So thank you all 111 viewers and how many ever you're streaming and those that you've got together. Thank you for being here. All right. We have about 3 or so minutes left. There is a small lag between pressing the button and you seeing it. So again, I remind you, get in there. Continue to check your bids on the silent auction. Don't forget that last call. How many have we sold on that? Anybody know? While she's checking. All right, she's checking on that. So last call, we're going to tell you how many are left on those. I have, while we were on that last video, excuse me, we have picked the winner. I'm not going to tell you yet, but we've picked the winner of the live auction steal. So the individual, and I have the name of the person here, as well as the item they wanted, I also have that here. So we will tell you that the moment the silent auction closes. The good news is, we have bids on everything, right?
Yeah. 7 last calls. 7 last calls already.
Sold. We have 7 last calls sold already. So that means we have 23 left. So, right?
Yeah, close enough.
Well, 7:30.
It's going up.
It's going up. Well, that's good. It's going up. All right. So by my watch, we're getting close. We've got about a minute or so left. At 8:30 promptly, while we're recording here in our studio, we will press the close button. Get in there now. Make your final bids. Don't forget about the Brewers balls that were signed. Don't forget about the Broadway. Caitlin coming to do, two Zoom sessions, if you will. Ask her questions, ever do a monologue, whatever that is. And then, of course, the last call will continue to be open. All right, you're watching it over there, right? You're going to close it at 8:30?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. And again, our 8:30 might be a little bit different than yours. Not that we're in a different time zone, there's just a small lag. All right, so we're waiting for that to close. We got a couple seconds left, right?
Yeah.
15 seconds left on our side. Okay. Oh, they're getting all excited about something over here. All right. So again, the moment the silent auction closes, they're going to tell me when it's closed. We're going to move on. I'm going to announce the winner of the live auction steal, if you will. We're going to talk about, are we closed?
Yeah, we're closed.
The silent auction now is closed. So that by the time that message gets to you, hopefully you have won that item you had your eye on and were bidding furiously on. All right. Silent auction is now closed. So if you didn't get that item, you can still go back in. There's a few of the last call. Again, those 4 glasses, the 2 special cookies, and of course, the monumental priceless St. Jude cookbook. And you could be the winner if you're one of those first 30. All right. We are going to announce the steal of the live auction. But before we do that, as the live auction is about to open up, we are going to play 2 quick videos for you.
Hi, it's John McGivern. I got an email yesterday. It was a note. It was called a note, which it was a full email, just so you know, from Peggy Niemer. You know the Niemers, part of your parish. She told me that it was St. Jude Sweet 16, and if I would give a message to you, which I'd love to, because if you remember 16 years ago, your inaugural gala, I was the MC and host of that gala 16 years ago. I can't believe it was 16 years that I spent time with you at your parish. This is the biggest fundraiser for the year, so it's important that you bid high and that you bid often, because what we're doing here is supporting Catholic education. I talk a lot about, in my one-man shows, about being raised in a Catholic household and in a Catholic parish and going to Catholic education for 12 years. And this is what 12 years of Catholic education looks like. Are you excited so far? Support this mission of St. Jude's. And I need to thank, just so you know, I need to thank all of the benefactors and all of the volunteers and the donors and the underwriters of this event. I also need to thank the Duffys, the Egeloffs, and the Maloneys, who are the Gala ambassadors. Have a great night, you guys. I am getting ready to do a show at the Pabst Theater, opening November 20th, closing December 20th. It's called John McGivern's Up Close, but not too close for the holidays. It's a combination of my stories of growing up on the east side of Milwaukee, Saints Peter and Paul Parish, and stories of making our way through these pandemic times. I hope you can join me up close, but not too close. Have a great night, St. Jude's.
Hey there, all you St. Jude the Apostle parishioners. How you doing? It's me, Charlie, host of the Man Walk Minute, and welcome to the virtual gala, or gala. I forget how you pronounce that word. Anywho, listen, I hope all of you are out there having a couple 2-3 old fashions. Don't muddle the orange, okay? And go 4 fingers tall on the brandy. That is the Catholic way. Okay, anywho, listen, everybody go out to your garages right now, get the WD-40, bring it back in, spritz it all over your wall. Okay, that way your credit card will slide right out, all right? Also, if you think you might need to, bring the crowbar in to pry them wallets and purses open. Okay, real good. Hey, listen, in all seriousness, St. Jude's does a lot, so spend a lot of money and it'll come back in the form of you getting out of purgatory quicker, all right? Real good. I learned that from the Bible. Okay, anywho, listen. Oh, by the way, tell Father Charlie I says hi. I used to be a server back at St. Mary's, okay? And I did burn a hole in the carpeting with the incense charcoal. That's a different story. And then I possibly lied about in the confessional. But the point is that I was a server and that was a good deed, so it all cancels each other out. Anywho, who needs another brandy old fashioned? You do. Okay, spend a lot of money, keep her moving. Tell your folks I says hi, and this time of year, them deer are running around all willy-nilly, getting ready to rut, Google that. Anywho, watch out for them, okay? Don't go hit one with your Corolla. Okay, cheers to St. Jude's. All right, bye-bye now.
All right, it's always great to follow both Charlie and John McGivern. I'm in the best spot there is in the whole world. All right, now I have some very exciting news. Number one is the live auction items are now open. I'm going to explain what they are in just a second. But before I do that, I have the winner of the steal of the live auction right here. The winner is Bridget Sullivan. So Bridget Sullivan, you are the winner of the Steal of the Live. Thank you for all that wonderful clapping. She has selected, so this is no longer available, she has selected the Door County B&B in Gulf, so that is now off of the live auction. So having said that now, I am going to introduce the live auction items. So the first live auction item, you should be seeing it on the screen. This is capped. I like that. That was good. Captain Milwaukee River Cruise for 6. Pontoon cocktail cruise down the Milwaukee River with a party of 6 people. $200 in food and beverage are also included in this for a tasting tour at local establishments for your choosing along the river. Mutually agreed upon date with Captain Jeff Misfelt and his first mate, Bridget. So again, donated by Captain Jeff and Bridget. This is going to start at $500. So if you're in there, do we know what number this is? We'll get to that in a minute. All right. 101. All right, so this is item number 101. The next item up in the live auction, again, reminder, these are all going to close at 8:55. You have 19 minutes before they close. The next one is a shrimp boil for 50 people. Hassle-free, socially distant, outdoor. This is your party in the backyard if you want to. Up to 50 guests, meaning that's how much food they're providing. Shrimp boil is provided by Ray Tower. A keg of beer is also provided. If you need more beer than that, you're going to have to go out and buy it. The prep, setup, and cleanup are included. Mutually agreed upon location and date between Memorial Day and Labor Day, of course, of next year. And by that time next year, we should all be back to somewhat better than we are right now. So that's the second item. Is that 102? 102. 102, all right. The next one is a dome party and live music. So this is an ice dome for 8 to 10 of your friends in the De Bruin's backyard. The ice bar, including special Mike cocktails, hors d'oeuvres, and dinner. Music from Bound for the Bonfire, featuring St. Jude dads Ben De Bruin and John DeLisa. Opportunity to wear a vintage fur coat is also a possibility with this one. In other words, dome music, you know what, guys, this is special. And I don't know that I've actually ever auctioned off something like this before. This is really neat. All right, again, this starts at $500. Dome party, live music, 8 to 10 of your friends. Now, this is, of course, is in the De Bruin's backyard. Is this item number 104? This is 103, all right. So the next item, and I think we have only 2 left, right? Yeah. The next one is an RV rental. Now, what better way to explore in the world that we live in right now, an RV rental? 10-day family road trip to any national park you choose. Coachman Freelander RV sleeps 5 and they allow pets. Now that's not 5 pets, it just sleeps 5 people, and if you have a pet, you can bring that along. It includes propane, 1,000 complimentary miles, and 29 cents a mile after the 1,000. So there's a lot of places you can go for 1,000 miles, especially here in the Midwest. There's lots of things you can see. This is a great way to have a road trip in a COVID world. Think of it that way. National Parks Pass is included with this. The dates are June of next year from the 10th to the 19th. 10 days, your family, you know what, if your family could survive quarantine together, you guys can survive an RV trip together. Again, this one starts at $500. All right, that's 104, is that 105? 105. 104 is the RV rental. All right, this should be the last one now, right? The last one. This one is very exciting. So listen carefully. If you obviously, if you're looking for it on your phone, is this 105? 105, all right. Farm to table dinner party with MKE's Cole Ursel. At home dinner party for up to 8 people. Food from Cole, former executive chef at Wolf Peach and culinary director at Three Floyds Brewery Company. 3-course dinner with cocktail, wine, or beer. Pairings are included, including a preview of Cole's latest culinary ventures. That's exciting. He's going to show all of his new stuff. Host will have to work with Cole to create a menu, and that's going to be exciting all by itself. You get to talk about everything, not only what he's doing, but create a menu that you'd like to have for this. Mutually agreed upon date in the spring of next year. Farm to table dinner party with Mike Cole. Starting at $500, is this 105? 105. All right, there you have it. Now, if you could bring up the screen, let's see what our bidding is going at right now. Let's generate a little excitement. All right, so the Door County, that's already been taken. Bidder number 198 is $900 for the river cruise. The shrimp boil's up to $1,500. The dome party, oh, come on. In the Bruins backyard, it's only $700. The RV, are you kidding me? The RV rental's at $2,800 already? All right, I want to be in that family. Yeah. All right, the farm to table's now up to $2,600. Boy, this is exciting. Look at this. We could watch this all day long. This is just keep going up. All right, we'll come back to this. We will come back to this. Again, you have 8, so you got about 14 minutes left on that live auction. 14 minutes left. All right. While you're bidding on that, I remind you 2 things. Number 1 is how many of the glasses do we have left? They're looking at that. So while they're looking, 20 left. So we've sold 10, so there's 20 left. So we have 20 left. Again, those are $100 a piece, limited time. I forgot to mention that tomorrow, for those of the winners of the silent auction, you can pick up the silent auction items tomorrow, 11 and what, 4? 11 to 4 at the rectory. You can pick up your silent auction winning items 11 to 4 tomorrow. I believe it's actually supposed to rain tomorrow afternoon, so come early, but you may have to stand in line. Now, we are now going to go to one section which we call the legacy. So we're going to run a little video. We're going to ask for some money, but I encourage you to continue bidding on the live auction while we're doing that. So go ahead with the legacy video.
So now we'd like to introduce the Fund a Cause portion of the evening and to ask you to really consider giving to support this year's Fund a Cause, which is the legacy. And the 3 pieces of the legacy for this year are mission and scholarship and endowment. And for all three of those things, when I was thinking about this, I started thinking about the legacy of past, present, and future. Because all three of those things are so critically important for the past, present, and future of the St. Jude community. And when we think about the past, we want to honor the contributions of everyone who has come before us, from those who sacrificed to donate the land, to build the school, more recently to all the families who sacrificed to donate so that we could have the new gym and the activity center. That's a very recent, incredible addition to our community. And so all of those things we want to honor in the past. And then there's the present. You know, we're the present, and we need to be the bridge that connects all three, the past, present, and future. And so for all of us who are here in the present, we want to be able to support our families and our children, those of us who are here and those who want to be here and who may not be able to afford it. And then in terms of the future and being a bridge to the future is really laying that foundation, that really strong foundation, so that we can ensure that the mission and the scholarship and the endowment are here for all of our future generations as well.
One of the reasons we chose St. Jude was the high academic standards and preparing the kids for high school. We have a daughter who is a sophomore at Divine Savior Holy Angels, and she has just had a very smooth transition.
So I remember meeting Catherine for the first time. We felt like we had to go on the tour just to make sure that that was our decision. And I remember meeting Catherine for the first time in the initial visit. It was just so easy. She was so welcoming. Everyone was just so kind and genuine, and it was like a family inside of a family. And it was very obvious from the minute that I walked into the school that the goal of St. Jude is to and was to for the child and for the children, and to make each student the best possible person that they could be.
I did not go to St. Jude's, went elsewhere, and I went to Marquette High, and I distinctly remember my freshman year being in Mr. Griesbach's advanced algebra class. In the first month it must have been of class, he apologized every day. I'm sorry for those of you who have had all of this. For you, it's all review. But we have other kids who are seeing this for the first time. I was that kid who had not seen any of this, and that first month was horrid. And I just remember all of the St. Jude's kids, and there were a lot, just rolling their eyes at how much review this was, and can we just get on with learning something new? So that was my first insight into the education quality at St. Jude.
We're all busy, world is changing, but we all drop off our kids at St. Jude's, and we know that they are absolutely safe, they're absolutely well educated.
And loved.
They're loved. They're, as Kathleen was saying, they're constantly being taught to be the best they can be. We have an incredible principal. I mean, Jennifer and I, it's amazing to think that we've had 15 years with Catherine Ladine and Father Charlie, and with no change. It's the same today as it was 15 years ago, which is absolutely amazing the way our world has changed.
We have become very, very tight friends with a lot of the families of St. Jude, who is really, it's a pleasure to be around such great people. But one of the most interesting stories is Kathleen's sister Laura's youngest daughter applied to go to university in Dublin, where I'm from Ireland, and it's one of the most prestigious universities in Europe. And it's just been so fun to see her thrive in Ireland and meet my family and stay with my aunt and stuff like that. So it's really nice to see the kids go through the school, go through the high school, do really, really well, do well in college.
I'm a personal injury attorney. This is a part of the case where I have to ask the jury to award money to my client for something that they didn't do, for something that they're owed compensation. This is our time to invest and to pay a debt that we owe.
To pay it forward.
And to pay it forward for the future generations and the future kids, and so that they can have the same experiences that we've had.
each individual at St. Jude and each donor and each contributor and each family is in a different situation at this point. COVID has really put families and challenged families and put a financial stress unlike I think we've ever seen, at least in our generation. And I understand that, and we understand that. But I would just like to say that if you could consider to give what you can and to give from the heart.
So in closing, from our family
to yours,
we want to thank you for being a part of the St. Jude community, for being here tonight for this very different gala. And we'd like to ask you again to give generously of your time, your talent, and of course, your treasure. Thank you again very much for being here, everyone.
Thank you. As always, the legacy project that you have at St. Jude is always spot on, and I love the words that they were saying a moment ago. Before we go to the actual legacy ask, I want to share very quickly, because we're all multitasking right here. Here's what the live auction items on. The farm to table is up to $3,900. RV rental, $3,000. The dome party, thank you. The De Bruins, thank you for that, $1,400. All right. We're going to get started while this is still going on. Remember, you've got about 7 minutes left on that. We're going to do the Fund a Cause right now. You heard the whole entire video. I want to share with you my two favorite words for 2020, adapt and thrive. And I think there's no better way to talk about what the cause is for, what the need that St. Jude has, and what you need to do to continue that legacy moving forward. So on the screen, you're going to see it split to picture here in just a moment. But what we want you to focus on is something that she said right towards the end. It's been a rough year for many people. We know that. But we also want you to make sure that you can give what you can. So if you're not bidding on some of those live auction items, and I know many of you aren't, but I want you to consider this. Go ahead with the split. Excellent. So as of right now, before I even did an ask at all, we're already at $10,400. So thank you for that. So at this time, ladies and gentlemen, we have, as we would if we were sitting in person, whether it would be in the gym or next year at the Pfister, the first dollar amount we ask you to consider is $5,000. So if you can add that, please type in that number. You can go to the screen. You can see those that have already bid. $5,000 would be our starting ask. The second dollar amount is $2,000. If you can consider adding that tonight, please type that in, $2,000. It helps everything that this legacy program is trying to do. Now, before I go on to the next level, I've been very excited to tell you that the women of St. Jude, now men, are you listening? The women of St. Jude have already contributed $1,500 to this legacy project. So, men of St. Jude, you might want to consider seeing if you can match that, because we don't want to be outdone by the women. So thank you. Now Laura just jumped in and gave another $500. Thank you, Laura. All right, we have a few dollar amounts left. Thank you, Linda. That's my next dollar amount. $1,000 is the next dollar amount for the legacy. Thank you for, we had a couple in at $1,000. The next dollar amount, $750. Thank you, Margaret, at $250. The next dollar amount is $500. If you can add $500 to your total, you didn't get that item in the silent auction, you're not interested in that fabulous St. Jude recipe book, go ahead and bid on that. $250 is our next dollar amount. Notice we're up to $14,650. Thank you all. Thank you, Bethany, for a $500 bid on that. We have two levels left. If you hadn't already seen them, I will mention them. $100 is the next dollar amount. And then lastly, our dollar amount is $50. Katie, thank you very much for $50. We've got Mrs. Nicole in at $100. Thank you very much for that. We're up to $17,600. Ashley, thank you for a $500. Angela at $500. This is, the women are outpacing the men here. Did you notice that? Yes. Men, you're not paying attention here. All right, Dan. Thank you, Dr. Stein. if you don't like any of those other numbers, you can add a custom amount. We'd all like to see Ann, thank you, at $500. We would like to see Dr. Stein back up someday for his barbecue recipe. Maybe we'll do that at the Pfister next year. Joy at $100, thank you very much. We're at $26,600. Elizabeth, $2,500, thank you very much. Mark Steele, $2,500. Wow, the studio is just going nuts here. This is exciting. Thank you, Danielle, for $250. James, $250. Wow, I just want to stay here. This is so much fun. All right, but we do have to, wow, Mrs. Lindsay, thank you, 1,000. You know what? We're going to come back to this slide in just a moment. I do need to go back to the live auction slide. We're going to come back to that in a second. Go back to the live auction for a moment. I know you've got to switch screens. Live auction, where are we at? Because that closes in about 2 minutes, right? All right, $1,400 for the Milwaukee Cruise, $1,700 for the shrimp boil, $1,400 for the dome party, the De Bruin's backyard, the RV rental, $3,100. Oh my God, the farm to table, $4,500 bid. That's going to close here. You got about a minute or so left. This is very exciting. Let's see, anything going up here? 31, 45, 1,900 shrimp boil. I said that. Oh, some of you are getting a bargain. $1,400, $1,900, $3,200 now for the RV rental. Still $45 for the dinner. Captain Cruise now up to $1,400. No way, you're out. Wow, $5,000 for the farm to table. And if you don't have enough people, I'm available for that dinner, just FYI, all right? $1,500 now for the dome party. We're getting there, we're getting to the end. $2,100 for the shrimp boil. That one's going up there. Got about a minute left. You're watching that, Melinda, right? Yep. All right, she's watching that. $2,100 shrimp boil. $3,200 on the RV, $5,000. Not much has moved. Dome party is up to $1,700. 21 shrimp boil, $1,800 for the dome party. That's very exciting. The De Bruin's backyard, that's going to be $2,000 for the dome party. Still a top bid at $5,000 farm to table. 2,100 dome party, 2,100 shrimp boil, 3,300 for RV. It's now closed. All right. So by the time this message gets to you, that has closed. Looks like our winning bidders are being displayed. You'll see that. All right. Before we close the evening, and we are very close to being closed, I would like very much to go back to, if we can, Brady, go back to the legacy. I don't care if you split screen it or not. It's up to you. $30,970. You can see some of our generous donors on the bottom. It's not going to show everybody because of the limited amount of screen. Oh, thank you very much. Someone else came back. You wanted to see your name, didn't you? That was exciting. All right, $31,220. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Mr. John. Mary Ferguson, thank you. Mark Clausen, thank you. Bridget, thank you. Amanda, thank you. All right. So with that, we are getting close. We are going to close on time. We're going to, Jennifer! Maybe we should just hang on the screen for a little while. This is amazing. Jennifer, Kathleen, $1,000 in. All right, Adrian, $250. You know what? We're just going to chillax on the screen for a little while, shall we? All right, those are the ambassadors that came in. That's amazing. Chris Riley at $500. Look how close we are to $35,000. Can you see how close we are? $34,720. Jennifer Engel, Egelhoff, $1,500. Whoa! Mrs. Emily Steiner at $1,000. Puts us over $35,000. This is amazing. This is amazing. Your support during this horrible time in this virtual event is absolutely amazing. The Gala girls over here are just cheering as they watch the numbers come in. So I want to say a personal thank you. Thank you, Mrs. Nina O'Brien there, $250. But I want to say a personal thank you for joining us. Alicia, thank you. This evening, we couldn't have done it without you. We could go live to nobody, and it would be no fun. But it wouldn't be any fun at all unless you joined us, which you did. So we do thank you for that. I remind you, before we close out, you can pick up your silent auction items tomorrow at the rectory between 11 and 4. I also remind you it's Father Charlie's birthday tomorrow. I've mentioned that 4 times now. Father Charlie, you owe me something. And then, what's going to stay open? The which one? John Foley, $2,500. Wow, thank you, John Foley. All right, so reminder, if you still want, there are what? The last call? 19 still available for the last call. That will remain open until there's none left or sometime tomorrow. The legacy will also remain open until tomorrow. So if you didn't get that live auction item, whoever came in second on that Milwaukee farm to table and you were sitting there at $4,500, if you'd like to just move that over to the legacy, we're okay with that. That's fine. And again, if you'd like to enter any custom amount, any dollar amount you so choose, an auction I did last week, people were putting in $2,020. Get it? 2020? They'd sort of like the year to be over with. They thought by donating that amount it would help. So anything else, ladies? No. All right. We are going to roll some wonderful bean footage to close this out. We actually have some bloopers. So if you would like to join us again next year, that'll also be on a slide coming up. So with that, I give you a profound thank you for joining. Thank you for being part of this very special event. Even though we couldn't be in person, we can still be over YouTube. That's a horrible statement. I should come up with something else. But anyway, thank you very much for joining us.
That was one take.
Nice.
Isn't that nice? Don't have to edit it. So let's see, what do I do next? Something. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Should we do that again? Boom, shadow on my head.
No. No.
Okay. Are we good?
Yeah, we can just keep going.
Oh, you've been filming all of this?
Yeah, but I'll just cut it out. It's digital.
Okay. So I can say, hi, Mary Rose. Hi, Patrick. Hi, Julia. I invite you to join in singing "Oh God, You Search Me" by Bernadette Farrell. Let's do that over.
Okay, that's fine.
Bernadette Farrell.
We're rolling.
You're rolling? I'm sorry, I didn't know that.
No. No, I just started. So.
Okay. Oh God, You Search Me by Bernadette Farrell. I don't like the way that came out.
Okay.
I should have said, hug your kittens and pet your dogs and I don't know.
And your goldfish.
Yes, yes. It's always nice when it can be just one take.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh.